Hello students, in our previous classes, in the first unit, we have discussed about the solar energy and how the sun will produce solar energy, that means the source of solar energy, and the different forms of solar energy, that means about solar spectra, gamma rays, ultraviolet rays, X-rays, visible rays, infrared rays, all these are spectra contributes for solar energy. And also we have discussed the construction and working of different solar detectors, fiery heliometer, ionometer, and solar detectors. And also we explained about solar energy storage devices, lithium ion batteries, solar panels, and so on. Now, in our second unit, we start about conversion of solar energy into heat. So, principle of conversion of solar energy into heat energy. The devices that will absorb solar energy and convert into heat energy are called solar converters. In these solar converters, these are used for collect or absorbing solar radiation. Solar collectors. Used for absorption of solar energy and convert into heat energy or convert into heat energy. So these will collect solar energy and the collected energy will be converted into heat energy. Generally, these devices are used for heating water. In the other way, these are also called as solar water heaters. Generally, these devices are mounted on rooftops. These are mounted on rooftops. These are mounted on rooftops. ఇలా మీద సోలార్ ప్యానల్స్ అన్ని పెట్టింటారు చూడండి. ఈ సోలార్ ప్యానల్స్ అన్నీ కూడా సోలార్ ఎనర్జీని అబ్జర్వ్ చేసుకొని హీట్గా మారుస్తూ ఉంటాయి. చాలా చోట్ల వేర్ ఇట్ రిక్వైర్ లార్జ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ hot water in the case of hostels or temples or in a huge lodges. There you can find the installation of solar water heaters. Those will absorb solar energy and convert into heat energy, thereby heating water. Now, the basic principle in the solar collectors is, in all solar collectors, there are two basic principles. Number one is basic principles used in solar collectors. Whatever may be the collector, solar collector, in whatever form it may be, those will follow only two basic principles. Number one is increase solar absorption. Increase solar energy absorption. Solar energy absorption. If these devices receive solar energy, that energy has to be absorbed by the material without any reflection. Then only their efficiency is more and those will heat that water more effectively. For increasing absorption, generally we use black coated panels, black coated surfaces. These black coated surfaces will absorb heat energy more effectively because it absorbs the entire radiation that is on it. That's why it appears black. Black surfaces will absorb heat energy more effectively. That's why all solar panels or solar plates are coated with black. Another important principle here is reduce heat loss. If the solar energy is absorbed by the given surface, there should not be any loss of energy. There should not be any loss of energy when it is stored. If the heat energy absorbed by the surface is again lost, then it's of no use. Therefore, there is a need to retain that absorbed solar energy without any heat loss. Therefore, for these purposes, use thermal insulators. We use thermal insulators. Or air vacuum spaces. If the upper surface on the absorber is evacuated or filled with air or filled with any insulating material, then there will not be any loss of solar energy due to radiation or reflection. Some places, in most of the cases, we use glazed surfaces. Glazed surfaces. Glazed surfaces reduce heat loss. Glazed surfaces reduce heat loss. That's why in all solar collectors, generally there will be a glazed surface like this, glazed surface like this, and there will be an absorber, and the space between them is evacuated. When solar energy incident on the surface, it will travel into the absorber. This is called as absorber. This energy will not be reflected because the surface is a glazed one and it will not come away. That stored energy will retain inside the material, and as a result, in the absorber, due to the solar energy, the molecules will be moving with very high velocities, and hence it produces heat energy. By circulating water surrounding absorber, the cold water will absorb from heat from the absorber, and the water gets heated up. In this manner, the water can be heated by using the solar energy. Generally, we use different types of solar collectors. One is called as non-concentrated solar collectors. Different types of solar collectors. The devices that are used to collect the solar radiation are called solar collectors. These collectors can be broadly classified into two types. One is called as non-concentrated collector. Another one is called as concentrate or focusing collectors. These are broadly classified into two types: non-concentrate collectors and concentrating collectors. Now, in this non-concentrating collectors, generally the solar radiation will not be collected, the solar radiation will not be focused, and it will absorb the solar energy in a wider area. These are flat plate. Again, this can be classified into two types: flat plate collector. In the case of flat plate collector, best example is solar panels, where the solar energy that incident on the solar panels will be absorbed by the material. Another type of non-concentrating collector is evacuated tube collectors. Evacuated tube collector. In the case of evacuated tube collectors, generally a spiral tube is passed over the solar absorber, and water is circulated through the tubes, and these tubes will absorb solar energy and convert it into heat energy. And another type is concentrating collectors or focusing collectors. These focusing collectors are again three types: concentrating, parabolic collector. Concentrating, parabolic collector. That means these devices are in the form of parabola. Concentrating, parabolic. Sir, this is a compound parabolic concentrator. Compound parabolic concentrator. CPC, compound parabolic compensator. And this is in the form of a parabolic plate in which the incident solar radiation is focused into a fine beam, where the fine beam focus will activate the medium and enormous amount of heat energy will be produced. Another one is called as parabolic dishes. Parabolic dish, and another one is parabolic trough. Parabolic trough, where the liquid medium will be placed over the trough and the incident solar energy is focused. And another important one in the concentrating collector is solar towers. So, in the non-concentrating collectors, solar energy is not focused, it is not concentrated. The solar energy that incident all over the surface will be absorbed by the material, and that energy absorbed will retain inside the material without any reflection, and it can be used whenever required. And in the case of evacuated tube collector, different tubes were fixed in the form of a spiral, and those tubes will absorb solar energy, and heat is produced and heat the water that is circulating inside the tube. So, in these two cases, the light energy is not focused, solar energy is not focused. Whereas in the case of another type of solar collectors, those are called as concentrating solar collectors, whereas here solar radiation is focused. Radiation is focused into a fine beam, and at the focusing point, enormous amount of heat is produced, and that can be used for different purposes. For focusing the solar radiation at a particular point, we use different collectors of different shapes. This one is called as compound parabolic concentrator. In the case of compound parabolic concentrator, which is in the form of a parabolic, and when solar radiation incident on the plate and it is focused into a fine beam. Fine beam. There, enormous amount of heat is produced. And similarly, there is another circular plate having a sharp, small trough, just like our TV dish. TV dish untai kada, aa type lo we use the parabolic dish where the solar energy incident on the dish will be focused into a fine beam, and that is used for heating water. And this is a parabolic trough. In the trough, generally water will be present, and when solar radiation incident on the trough, it will absorb by the water, and thereby the temperature of water increases. And in some cases, over the roof tops, solar towers are installed where the solar energy will be absorbed by the solar towers and convert into heat energy. So in this manner, different collectors were used for collecting the solar energy in our daily life. Now, the main basic devices that were used for collection of the solar energy is flat plate collectors, and another one is called as focusing collectors. Another one is called as focusing collector. In the case of flat plate collector, you might have seen the solar panels or solar water heaters, where we use a solar panel in which the upper surface is coated with black, that consists of solar cells in the this is called a glazed surface. And there will be below this glazed surface there are number of solar cells, and these solar cells will absorb solar energy. Whenever solar radiation incident on the black surface, upper surface, what we call solar panel, and this radiation will be enter into the solar cells, and these cells will absorb solar energy. This absorbed energy will not escape because it is covered with a glazed plate, and therefore it will not be reflected again, and the total energy will be absorbed inside the plate itself. Therefore, in the case of flat plate collectors, the radiation will incident on the entire plate. There will be a wider area of collection of plates, and the energy will be retained inside the material. So you might have seen in your daily life where number of solar panels will be installed, and below the solar panels, plate collectors, the water will be circulating, and that cold water will absorb solar energy and their temperature rises. In the case of focusing collectors, the solar energy will be focused. In order to focus the solar energy, these solar collectors will be made in a parabolic shape. When incident on the parabolic shaped panel, the solar energy will be focused into a fine beam where the high intensity of solar radiation is focused, and the temperature of the water increased enormously. So in this manner, you can collect the solar radiation by using different devices. And for effective absorption, these solar panels can be different solar panels can be utilized, and those can be classified into different types, that is polycrystalline solar panels and monocrystalline solar panels, and those types of solar panels will be discussed in our next class. So these are about the different type of solar collectors and how those will collect the solar radiation. So after studying about solar collector, you do visit any solar devices at your houses or nearby houses. You see the principle involved in heating the water. It may have observed different solar panels where the water will be heated. Water heaters, solar water heaters. You observe how the drums are installed and how water is circulated and how the solar panels are mounted at what angle those are mounted, and how the solar radiation is focused, and such things you need to know. And again, I remind you, if you have a possibility, you please do install at least one solar panel that will be used either for lighting purpose or for heating purpose. Okay? If you install the solar panel, of course initial expense may be high, but further your electricity bills will be reduced drastically, because solar energy is economically more advantageous when compared to our normal electric power. Therefore, being educated and a student of knowledge you need to install the solar panel and suggest your neighbors also to install such solar panels over rooftops, because it won't require any extra space. Therefore, this can be utilized for your daily life. So, I hope you did a good job and suggest your neighbors or relatives to install solar panels and reduce electricity bills and participate in the harnessing or protecting the environment from pollution, because if you install solar panels, you need not burn the wood for getting fuel, and you won't cut trees which are supplying oxygen for us. Therefore, this is very important alternative source of your energy. You can save electrical energy, and you can protect the environment. You can protect your plants from burning, from cutting for firewood, and therefore there is a need to install solar panels, and there is a need to advise others to install the solar panels. The government is providing subsidies also for rural people. If you install solar panel, they will give quantum of subsidies for the installation, and thereby you have to spare a part of the expenses required for installation of solar panels. So, in the next class, we will continue the how these collectors will observe solar energy and how to utilize these materials.